Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Hidden Tomb of Akarut. Sorry that we're a little bit late. We had some mild tech issues, but we're all better now, and we're excited to be here and excited to roll some dice and play some games. This is part of our streaming series that has games every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Come check out some of our other stuff as well. Twitch.tv/VanishXZone. All good things. With me, as always, is my awesome cast. Marcus playing Tis. Wave hello. That is Asma playing Lyra. That is Emily playing Celia. And that is Jack playing Zirio. And today we have a special guest star. We'll have him do some shout outs after the break, but for now, hey, that's DM the Mark Knight. Check him out. He's pretty cool. And he's playing Brakazak. Brakazak. You're muted.
I'm always muted. Yes, Brakazak.
Woody repartee is tricky with mutes. And yet mutes are so important. So previously, this troop of adventurers met Brakazak, but instead of heading towards the undead troll army that Brakazak narrowly escaped from, Brakazak ran down the stairs and saved the character's life, escaping from an undead troll army. But instead of going back up the stairs to continue to look for the witch and what you guys now believe is something called the Dreamer's Eye, although you didn't know that at the time, is a desire for a little bit of stability. So you guys went the other route and chatted with our dear Unstrusa, the Sphinx, again, and then walked down a passageway and found an evil dark ritual, which you guys decided, this is an evil dark ritual. We're not going to let this stand, and you lit it on fire. Which of course alerted the spiders nearby that they are going to come and well, probably eat you. So we've got several different types of spiders here, and Lyra, you can see them all from your position and vantage point, or at least you think you can see two different types of spiders. One of them looks like normal hairy spiders, and the other ones give off an aura of cold and seem to be shooting webs that are intertwined with ice. So that's all fun and good. And with that, I would like everyone, please, to roll initiative. Click on your token before you roll. It'll automatically add a tier to the initiative tracker. This is a 12. Lyra at 17.
Oh, I got lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, my initiative should be 17. It rolled it twice for some reason. Do I have advantage on initiative? I don't think so. I don't have anything.
It would roll it differently, I think, if you did.
I think so, yeah.
17 for you.
Still good.
Still indeed good. And 15 for Celia. Well, these are some pretty on average good initiatives. Okay, let's see how this goes. Well, the icy spiders get to go first. Let me check a range quickly. Okay. Cool, awesome. Let's move a little closer. So these spiders are crawling all over the webs, getting closer to you guys and hissing with their chittering mandibles, going. And these three icy spiders come charging towards you guys and are going to make web attacks. What? Web attacks? Yes, web attacks. Shocking that the spiders would make web attacks. Okay. Lyra, this is against you. Does an 11 hit?
No, thank God.
Excellent. I'm glad that it doesn't hit you. Okay. Zerial, this is against you. Does a 9 hit?
Unfortunately, it does not.
Okay. And then Tis, this is against you and your already degraded armor. Does an 8 hit? Wow. Well, guys, be glad I can't roll today, and that's great. All yours, Lyra. Oh, actually, you know what? You tied with Brakazak, so if you guys want to swap your order, you should feel free to do so.
It's up to you.
I don't mind. I mean, I think I'll just instinctively jump back a bit and try and find out, maybe even boost some of the webs at one of the closest ones.
You want to shoot at the closest one? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, take that shot. 16 definitely hits.
Awesome.
9 points of damage. It does not like that, so you jump back and shoot an arrow at it, and its arrow just sort of lands right in its mandible-y face. It bites part of the arrow, but you can see that you stuck it heavily inside its jaws. Brakazak, you're up.
The one that was just hit. Which one is that? All right.
The one I am pinging currently.
They're all too far away.
Oh, let's straighten him out then. Okay, that's where he is.
They're all very large. Well, that's fine. I am going to move 30 feet.
True, they are large.
I'm going to move 30 feet forward. So I rush forward. I think my sword was already on fire because we had burned the ritual, so it should be flaming already. So I will rush forward and rage.
Okay.
And I have to attack or take damage to maintain my rage. Or do I just need to have a enemy visible? Is it?
You need to attack or take damage.
Attack or take damage. Okay, then I will not rage yet. I will rush forward, get in front of everybody, and I will take the dodge action, actually.
That sounds great. Good move. Yeah, dodge action seems good to me. Helps you in this situation quite a bit. Emily, Celia.
Hi. I would like to cast Fireball.
That seems like your move, Fireball Queen.
Yes. At the middle of like the 6 in the front.
Okay. You want to cast it like there?
Yeah, so I can hit as many of them as possible, basically.
Cool. What's your range on Fireball?
150 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can get anywhere. Fireball, 25 damage. Excellent. Let's see what we get here. Let's roll some saving throws for these here giant spiders. What's the radius of Fireball? Sorry.
20 feet?
20-foot radius?
Yes, 20-foot radius.
Okay.
Webs don't like fire either.
That is very true. Cool. Okay, so you get almost all the spiders in one fell swoop. Let's do some deck saves. Okay. What is your deck save? What's the spell save?
My spell save is 14, so
14.
not that high.
Okay, 7, 11. That's 3 failures. We'll call it this one 25, this one 25, and this one 25. I'm saying that the ones that failed are the ones that are further back because I need one more. The web is also on fire, so that makes it harder for them to escape. And the ones that are out in front of the web are less likely to take the damage. Then our icy spiders also get deck saves, top to bottom there. Ooh, all 3 of them fail, which makes sense with our narrative of the web lighting on fire. Okay. 25 points of damage to this web too.
The spell worked well.
Yes, it did. It hit
Surprisingly well.
almost every spider that you can see currently. Excellent. Okay, so you've launched a fireball. It releases from your hands and rips into the webs, lighting them on fire with a whoosh. And what is your next plan? What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
I actually have full health for once, so I think I'll just stay where I am because I'm quite near the back. So
okay. Sounds good to sounds good to me. Okay, let's do what we are doing then. There we go. That makes it some spider turns. Well, 3 of them are inside the fire, so I'm going to give them a dex saving throw at this point to try and escape. Okay. With that, I think the one in the back just cannot escape in time and burns to death in the fire. And I would like Brukazak to roll a perception check for free.
Ooh, all right, sure. It's probably not great, but we'll give it a shot.
Yes, but you are the only one close enough that who could see this. Okay, good to know. Then we're going to get out of these burning webs like so. And let's see how this goes. You are dodging, correct?
I am.
This is
I got up right up front to protect everybody and took the
dodge action
stance. Yep.
Cool. Cool. Okay. Well, this is not going to go well. Ooh, a 17.
To hit me?
Yes.
With web?
Yep.
That meets my armor class.
Oh, you are restrained.
It is a... let me ask you a question really quick. I'm just looking at my maneuvers here. So... Okay. Yeah, I am restrained.
Okay. Wow. That was some lucky rolls on my part, as you guys can see. Excellent. Okay. Well, in that case, I am just going to attack the heck out of you.
Okay. So they had disadvantage to hit me because I'm dodging, but now
it's just straight rolls.
Great. And I'm not even raging yet.
And I think the other one is going to try to web Lyra. Lyra, you are being webbed. Ooh, a critical hit. You are also restrained.
Oh, just what I needed.
Yeah, well, it seemed like a good call from my perspective. So now we're making straight attacks against Brukazak. Let's see what we got here. Plus... okay, well... They're still not great. 23 to hit. 8 to hit. 24 to hit. And 21 to hit.
All right. So everything over a 17 hits
Great,
me.
then I need 3 con saves from you.
Oh, of course you do. Con saves. 1, 2, 3.
Just 3, but that fourth one will not go.
Just ignore the last one. Sometimes it rolls an extra roll. Sorry.
No worries. Do you have a? I don't mind at all. Do you have a reroll that you want to use at this point before you take poison damage and suffer the poison condition?
I do not have inspiration, so I don't have any way of rerolling my con.
Oh, excellent. Wow. In that case,
no 3. Everybody does within 30 feet of me.
Ah.
Okay, so that 8 is an 11 then?
That 8 is an 11, and 11 just misses. I'm sad to say it's DC 12. That is good to know. Thank you, Tis, for reminding me. Okay, let's do the straight damage. 5 plus 10 plus 4. That's 19 piercing damage to you, followed by 15 poison damage and the poisoned condition.
All right.
Because, you know, your life was so good with the restrained condition that I figured I might as well poison you too.
Sounds great. You said 19 and 15, is that what? How much? I'm sorry.
19 piercing damage and 15 poison damage. So I don't, if you don't have rage up, so that's 34 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tis charges forward and not Tis. Brakazak charges forward and gets ready, sort of prepping his flaming sword and getting ready for taking on these spiders. He sort of peers into the webs and thinks he might see something hidden within there, but then quickly gets ambushed and is forced to hold where he is as web comes over him, and then spiders start biting into him. He's able to throw off most of the assault, but then with one last lucky hit, a spider gets right into a vein and poison starts pumping into Brakazak. Tis, it is your turn.
Okay. First off, I'm gonna bless Brakazak, Lyra, and Zerial.
Okay, let's give you blessings.
So whenever y'all make saving throws, it's gonna be 1d4 plus 3 from my aura of aura.
Nice.
Yeah. Then as a I'm switching around tabs here. Yeah. So as my for the rest of my turn, I'm going to move up to this first spider, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to use two jaws.
Nice. Eat away.
Yeah. Second time I'm doing this. Gross. But
eating a spider.
Yeah.
Do you think Tis likes the taste of spider?
No, not a chance. Oh, no, probably not.
14 hits. You sure? It's a delicacy in some places.
Some places. Not Chalistra.
That's fair.
Where I am currently in life. Yeah, so 5 points of piercing, I imagine. It doesn't say.
Yeah.
And then I get 4 temp hit points.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
Okay. You two are not close enough to see anything. So I do some mysterious things over here. And many of the spiders that are injured suddenly start looking healthier a little bit. Not, a lot, just a little bit. We'll see if that works for them. But my guess is it won't be impactful enough. Okay. And that makes it Zerial's turn.
Alrighty. So I have an interesting decision. Something I didn't really realize before, but I haven't been abusing yet, is Shadow Blade gives you advantage when you're in dim light or darkness.
Yes. You are currently backlit by the flames that you guys set. And frontlit by the flames that were set. So you're not exactly in darkness at this point.
That's fair. So I still think, because I want to actually figure out what this does over time, I still think I'm going to use World Breaker. So I'm going to go up to the nearest spider, and I'm going to hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll to hit. 20 easily hits. Roll damage. Okay. And let's see, what does it say? Yeah, let's see. Can you roll an additional 2d8 damage for me, please? This is necrotic.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay. And are you currently injured?
No.
Okay. Then nothing happens.
Okay.
Although I will say, sorry, you do walk up to the spider and destroy it. It dies.
Oh, okay. Can I use a little bit more movement to get within range of the spider too?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. And I'm going to use extra attack and attack you.
Okay. I'm moving spiders off to the side. I'm not removing them from the board because I don't know which one is tied to the initiative order. 14 just hits. Roll damage. Add that 2d8, please. Okay, so that is another, 15 more damage, and that's another dead spider.
Nice.
I told you that little bit of healing they got was not going to be helpful. Anything else you're doing on your turn, Zeriel?
Shit. I think no, that's the extra attack. Oh shit. Well, it doesn't really matter because what's it called? I just realized I could have actually used Booming Blade too, but they're dead. So
yeah,
yeah. All right. Well, that's it.
Okay. Ice spider turn. Let's get some food in here. I'm hungry. Let's see. The one on the south is going to launch a web. Oh no, sorry, has to roll first. Okay. Great. Well, none of them have webs, so instead they're just going to attack people. Let's see. Zerial, you're the one causing damage right now. But they can't all get to Zerial. So this one's going to go up to there, and this one's going to go here. And clamber this way. Sort of over and between people. Okay, Zerial, you are being attacked. 13 to hit.
Nope.
Critical to hit.
Yep.
13 points of damage as the spider bites into you, and I need a con save.
What type of damage is it?
This is piercing damage right now. The con save will be for cold.
Okay. Let's see. So 13 would be 47. Or no, 49. And then con save.
23 plus 3 plus a d4 is much higher than the DC that you would need to avoid this ice damage.
Nice.
So you are fine. Miss Asthma. Miss Lyra, sorry.
Okay. Can I try to run sort of into this spider and the dagger to both stab it in the eye and try and push it into the water?
Yeah, you want to try and push it into things. So the problem is that you're restrained right now, and that means that your movement speed is 0. So it's hard for me to imagine you being able to push something with a movement speed of 0.
What I forgot to do. I was going to cut away. I knew there was something on my turn that I was like, shit, there was some bonus action or something that I wanted to take. Sorry, Lyra.
It's all good. Well then, in that case, could I use... Am I restrained by webs?
Yes, you are currently restrained by webs.
Can I cut through it with a dagger with minimal movement?
Absolutely, you can cut through it with the dagger. Roll an attack roll with your dagger. A 16 hits the webbing that is wrapped around you. You are able to maneuver your hand around so you can get a good slice at it to roll damage.
Yeah.
Okay, this is piercing or slashing damage?
It says piercing.
Okay, you do 7 damage to the web.
Cool. Am I still restrained by most of it? Great. Would that have at all cut it, or was it just damaged it? Or has it like some of it?
You're doing good damage to it. 7 damage is a lot of damage to web. Webs aren't really meant to take that much damage. It's just this really thick, heavy cording, and so like you're poking it with your dagger and trying to break yourself free, but you just haven't poked through it quite enough to break yourself free.
Okay. I'm not really strong, so I don't think I could try and actually rip it apart.
You certainly can try.
I'll try. I'll laugh if it works.
Okay, yeah, roll an athletics check.
There we go.
Yeah, that's enough to destroy it at this point. But it's sort of between the efforts, right? The fact that you stabbed at it and then ripped it apart grants you freedom from this webbing. But unfortunately, that's your action.
That's all good.
You are no longer restrained, though. That's gotta be nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Brakazak.
Oh, I rage.
Shocking.
I just kind of like take all these spider attacks. I'm covered in webbing, and
Poisoned.
I raise my massive lizard-born jaws to the air and shout this battle cry, "Rah!" And I'm gonna forget this webbing. Does the webbing interact with my sword in any way, considering it's on fire?
Yeah. Do you want to? Let me mechanically think this through for 1 second to make sure I'm
Sure.
not going to make a decision here that I'm going to regret for a long time. You're a
Okay.
temporary player, so I'm not that worried about regretting forever.
I will follow whatever
I
rule you
will-
make.
Yeah. I mean, certainly it does at minimum double damage to the webbing. Probably
Okay.
triple damage to the.
What's that?
Is it a slashing weapon?
Oh yes.
Okay. Yeah. So that would double. So it's like quadruple damage to the webbing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna rule that you can just destroy the webbing for free.
Okay. So I'm going to tear through the webbing with my flame blade, just like swirl it around my head and get as much of the webbing around, like wrapped around my sword as possible, so that it just ignites into this burst of flame. And then I am going to recklessly attack the largest and meanest looking spider near me.
Okay.
I'll just go for the one directly to my south.
Okay.
And make my first reckless attack against it. It's just going to be normal because I am still have disadvantage from the poison.
Perfect.
So
22 hits, and that is 14 plus 9, so that slaughters it.
Okay, and then I will use my second attack. Do you want me to roll again, or
No, I'll just take the second one there.
okay? So I'll roll my second attack against the next spider.
Okay.
Just bringing down the flame sword into it.
Mhm.
And I use my bonus action to rage. So I am going to do this. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to move here and provoke an attack of opportunity from the spy spider.
Absolutely, you are. You're no longer restrained, unfortunately. 18 to hit.
That will unfortunately hit.
Okay. And con save, which I don't think you can fail mechanically.
That's not the right button.
Cool.
I get a D4 to add it to it, plus 3 from the...
Yeah, so that's 13 minimum. It's a DC 13, so
cool.
You know, you can't fail. Okay, yeah, so it's just 6 points of piercing damage then as the spider bites into you.
Is that
halved to 3?
So I'll take 3.
Yep.
Okay. I was hoping it'd miss, but that's okay.
I was also hoping it would miss, but sometimes spiders bite you. So you break free of the webbing, you slash away, killing 2 spiders. You start charging forward towards what's something else. I don't even know yet. You haven't told me your plan. You start charging forward towards something else when the spider sort of leaps forward and like grabs your leg and is able to stick its mandibles into your leg and rip a chunk of your flesh out. Celia.
Hello. So Brookazak is okay. I'm thinking Lyra has the least health out of the 3 in the front.
Shocking.
Can you hear me?
Yes, she definitely does.
Okay.
She's Lyra.
She doesn't have much to begin with. I will sacrifice 3 of my vials of blood and give her 15 points of bloody ward.
Works for me.
Which I can do as a reaction.
Then you don't have to do it on your turn. You can do that in the middle of combat when someone hits her.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt.
Did someone hit her and you wanted to have used Bloody Ward?
I think. Did she get hit? I don't know whether she did.
I haven't taken any damage. I just got restrained.
All right. Well, you're using it proactively then. That's fine by me.
Okay.
But in general,
Do I still have an action? Or
yeah, sure. But generally, the whole point of reactions is that you can use them. You can interrupt with them, right? So like shield is a reaction. I attack you, and you're like, nah, you miss. You know that's the point. So feel free to interrupt with your reactions.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Of course. Yeah, so you've got a full turn still. Because a reaction is something you can do once per round. So technically you've got
Cool. I'm going to move forward a bit. So I'm just behind Tis.
Okay.
Maybe... I still can't ping, but like a couple steps behind Tis. And I'm going to use Fireball again, because that seemed quite good last time.
Yeah, that seems great. Where do you want Fireball?
The big green spider closest to the web, because I don't want to hit Zerial.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So your intention is to just miss Zerial, but it has many thumbs.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Roll that damage. And I'm just going to go left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 1 success on this guy. So this guy takes half that damage. Geez, 39 damage. Much bigger fireball this time. Okay, cool. So this guy takes 20 damage. Everyone else takes 39 damage. That absolutely and immediately kills both these spiders.
Yay!
Excellent. 2 more dead spiders on the pyre. Okay, and that is all of our basic giant spiders' turns as well. Tis, that makes it your turn.
Yeah. The one just beneath, or 2 squares, I guess, beneath me is still alive.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's giant exits through things that aren't alive.
Okay. Yeah, the art looks like they're. So yeah.
Good to know. I will use different spider art in the future.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, the fact that they're not. Make it to.
Yep, easily. Oh, you will trigger an attack of opportunity from either the left spider or the right spider. There's no way to move mechanically through them.
Okay, so up to the left.
Got it.
Can I use a touch spell?
Yep.
Diagonally.
Yeah.
Oh, also it's not. I use 5.
Brakazak, you are no longer poisoned as the paladin charges towards you, skirts around this spider carefully, and then reaches back with his hand to lay his hand upon you and cure some of your poison.
Beautiful.
About to touch you, do not attack me.
Brakazak looks back and grins as as Tis says this, and accepts the healing.
Well,
Yeah, then I don't have anything. Bonus.
okay. Cool. Well, we're gonna move this guy to the token.
What is that?
A giant spider. 8 long, spindery, wintry white limbs. Just starts crawling almost through this, what's left of the webs. Burned away now, much of the husk of its home is, and it looks upon this bloody scene of dead and sees you all thinking, yes, more food. And starts coming forward. Let's see what we got here. Oh, hell yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, first things first, I need Brakazak to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. What is this? It's not going to be good, that's for sure.
Ooh, no.
I get a
that is-
+3 and then a D4.
Yeah, you want to add that D4? This matters.
Heck yeah. Oh, so that's the
that's-
+3 to the. Is it a +3 to my wisdom save as well? Is it all saves or just?
It's all saves, yeah.
Okay, so that's 14, 18.
18. This spider seems to just look at you, and this cold, illusory web sort of reaches towards you and tries to grab your mind and slow you down. But you are able to shake yourself free and ignore it. But it's still going to attack you. Because, you know, why would it not? Let's see what we got here. You are not slowed. Darn it. Okay, well, it's going to ram you with 2 of its massive wintry legs. 24 to hit and a 13 to hit.
Oh, there's definitely nothing I can do about that 24.
Cool. So this massive leg just slams into you, feeling more like a brick than a leg, or maybe, I don't know, something even heavier. And it does 20 points of damage, and this is a magical weapon.
That's not good.
No. And that makes it Zerial's turn.
Let's see.
This Spider King / Queen has entered the fray and smacked into Brukazak. Its other leg sort of tries to smack Brukazak in the head, but he dodges out of the way, but into the other leg, which takes the wind out of him. You, on the other hand, are just across the field, surrounded by these baby ice spiders. What do you want to do?
Should I use this? Because we still have a bigger battle, probably, huh?
I don't know.
It's a question. Should I take the attacks of opportunity by moving past these spiders to deal like the... Well, say I'm using the action step 2. Yeah, you know, we'll go all out with it. I'm going to use Phase Step to go directly towards the larger spider.
Okay.
And then, let's see. I think it has its own 3rd level. So it's
you have entered into the spider's aura. And so you are going to just immediately take cold damage from the spider.
Oh, shit.
Which is, let's see how much, as the dice take forever to roll. 6 cold damage. Got it. Good to know. Thanks for the reminder. I will bear that in mind. You're still next to Brukazak, and this is the first time it's really mattered for the aura. So, yeah, I'm not going to call you on anything. Zerial, it is still your turn. You just take 6 cold damage.
Yeah, so I think the larger spider is going to have to make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened because of my phase step. It should be 8 plus my proficiency bonus, which is 3, plus my charisma modifier, which is 1. So 8 plus 4, 12.
Yeah, sorry. What does it have to roll?
It's a saving throw, wisdom saving throw.
Okay, what's it
Otherwise
against?
It's frightened. The phase step.
Oh, got it.
So.
Okay. It gets an 11.
Oh, okay. That actually just barely works. So I guess it's frightened until the let's see, end of your next turn. So.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. It is immune to the frightened condition. My bad.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. I wasn't focusing enough.
That's
You
fine.
tried, man. You tried.
Works.
Yep.
But anyways, so now to do the real damage, is I'm going to attack with World Breaker 4 times.
Okay, attack away.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then my action surge is gone. Oh shit! Wait, hold up. I need to use my booming blade too. I apologize.
Okay. Yeah, feel free.
Let's see. So yeah. So wait, which one of these does a booming blade matter on the hits?
No, it matters. Just that it matters that it hits, and 2 of those hit.
Okay. So yeah, here's 2 booming blades, and then
Okay.
let's see. It also, so like, so I roll damage for World Breaker twice.
Yes, roll it twice.
And I'm guessing it's 17 and a 20.
Okay, so that is 13 plus 7 is 20 plus 15 is 35 points of damage. Can you add for me, please, 48 necrotic damage? Just to start.
Let's see if this works.
That
Yes,
does.
it does.
Okay. Plus 15 necrotic damage. Do you have any damage?
Yes, I'm currently damaged.
Excellent. How much damage do you have currently?
43 out of 62.
Okay. Well, you regain 15 hit points,
Oh,
absorbing life from this thing.
that is very useful.
I bet you like that. You hear in your head.
I'll take it. Yeah, and let's see, is there anything else? No. As long as the spider doesn't move, there shouldn't be any more damage. So
Nice. Well, we'll see if it moves. Okay, that makes it my icy spider's turn. Yep, yes, it does. Okay, let's see if any of them recharge their web, because that's really what they want to do. Nope, none of them recharge the web. Cool. Cool. Zerial, you're going to be attacked. Tis, you're going to be attacked. And Lyra, you're going to be attacked. Zerial, you're being attacked first. 18 to hit.
I am going to use shield.
Okay. Tis, you're being attacked second. 14 to hit. Lyra, you are being attacked. Critical hit.
Oh yeah.
This is so predictable.
Poor Lyra, dude.
This is so predictable. I'm sorry. Cool. Can you roll a con save for me?
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, Lyra's character is starting to remind me of like Illidan from World of Warcraft, but if he couldn't see through the blind hole. Like,
Lyra, can you add a 1d4 to that? Because you are still blessed. You are not within the range of the +3, but you are still blessed.
really powerful, really crazy cool
Okay.
rogue.
Right. So you succeed. You do not have ice coursing through an icy poison coursing through your veins, but you do take some damage. You take 18 points of damage. You do have a bloody ward up, so that subtracts 15 of that. So you only take 3 points of damage, but you lose your bloody ward.
Yeah. Okay.
Not bad.
I'm alive. That's what counts.
You know,
Too much.
definitely. It is now your turn, though, Lyra.
Well, at this point, I'm just a bit annoyed at this spider. I'm just gonna shove my entire body weight into it, and at the same time, try and take a slash at one of its legs as I push it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you're like trying to stab it and dislodge it and toss it in the river.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Why don't you make an attack roll to see how good your dislodge attempt is with your knife, whatever it is, dagger. Okay. Yeah. Roll damage for that for me, please. Okay. And yeah, with that, that's going to decrease his athletics check as well. So let's roll a contested athletics roll. You athletics to shove him in the river, or it, or they, whatever. And they roll an athletics check to try and avoid, what's the word? Being shoved in the river? Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're going to get a -5 to this from the damage you did. So we're going to
Does
give them a
success
-3.
affect that athletics check?
Yes, it does. Roll a d4.
Aha. I wanted to make sure.
It's a shove attack. It's mechanically.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, that makes it a 16.
Nice.
And I get a 14, so I am
That
shoved into the river and start flying away. I think you see the spider like trying to like scrabble for the sides, and I think as it scrabbles for the sides, you just, if you don't mind, walk forward and just like kick its last leg into the water, and it struggles into the water and starts drowning.
I think I'll toss it as well. I have displaced the spider.
Nice.
That plus really made the difference there.
Yes, it did.
Thank you for reminding me.
Bruckazak, that makes it your turn. Is Bruckazak back?
I think he still might be AFK.
Okay, then we will pass Bruckazak for now. Celia.
So they're not clustered together anymore, so I cannot do any more areas of effect without
Well, I still
hitting
have
some
shield
of
up,
my allies.
so I am okay with that.
Yeah, I don't know whether Sully is okay with that though.
Yeah, that
Last
was-
time she lit her
So-
allies on fire did not go super well for her. Everyone was like, "We're fine, we survived, no big deal." But like, there was
She
still a
cried.
stressful moment for her. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually
I
take
understand
that
where you're
back,
coming.
considering like my technical, like it has to like. I am not in any way suspicious of Emily, but like at the same time, like I'm pretty sure Zerial has to be like a little bit like kind of like, you're just this close on
you
that.
know,
border.
Celia is a scary, scary, scary lady.
Oh, she may be scary, but she did also comply with Zerial and then burn herself in the process last session. So
That's true. I'm not saying that she's wrong. I'm just saying she's scary.
Wait,
It
wait,
still
is
is
it
your
bad that I
turn.
don't remember that.
she aims to be scary. I think I'm going to do magic missile and aim one dart at each of them because there's not much else I can do.
Okay, you don't want to stack them at all?
Nah.
Okay, one dart at each of them. Roll that 1d. So we'll do left to right or right to left?
Right to left.
Okay. So that is 5 to the queen and 3 to each of the ice spiders. Bruckazak, it is now your turn.
Sorry about that.
No worries,
Ah.
it happens. We just swapped you and Celia in the turn order.
Understood.
That
Okay.
actually works really well.
Let's see. I'm gonna move. Is this webbing burned up and gone, or is it still
Yeah,
here?
it's the remnants of cording that was webbing at one point.
Okay, then I'm gonna move
Um,
over there.
Yeah, it's not. In fact, I'm gonna move some of it out of the way. But it's substantially less webful than it was before.
So I'm gonna move over here to the other side of this
Mhm.
giant spider. Bruckazak's gonna.
Oh,
just
sorry, you
run-
started within range. Sorry. You're gonna take ice damage just from being in its aura. You take 2 points of ice damage.
Lovely. Okay. I am going to run to this side with my bonus action. I am going to second wind.
Mhm.
So that's going to be a D10 plus 6. Great. I'll get 8 points of 8 hit points back.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to reckless attack this thing twice with my flaming sword.
Yeah, do so.
I have a question. Do you use flanking mechanics or no?
We haven't been, no.
Okay, then that's fine. I will reckless attack.
Yeah. Also, this would not be flanking at this point.
Understood.
Yeah.
First attack.
26 definitely hits.
Flanking. That's a. I'm sorry. I'm reckless attacking, so that's with advantage there. So that's
26
be-
definitely hits.
yeah. So that's 24 damage with the first attack.
Yep.
And I am going to.
Your attack feels like it is more powerful than you think it was. This spider does not seem to like fire.
Nice. I'll hit it again.
27 definitely hits. If you want to roll
okay.
for the quit, if you're recklessing.
I am.
27 definitely hits. So that'll be another 12 plus 16.
I am going to. Let's see. Is anybody gonna want to get closer or further away from this thing? That's the question. I'm going to goading attack it. It needs to make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
So I will deal an extra D8 of damage to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wisdom save. What's the DC?
The DC is going to be a 16.
Just succeeds.
Okay.
But you still do that extra D8 of damage.
I do. 5 more damage to it.
Nice. Not a bad turn. Not a bad turn at all. That was a spicy damage drilling turn. Okay. Tis, that makes it your turn. Marcus?
Yeah, sorry.
Mhm.
Is that alright?
Mhm.
I'm gonna attack the one on my right with a long sword slash.
Okay. You are within the icy spider's aura, so you're gonna take 7 points of cold damage.
Okay.
But make your
Constitution. Okay.
No, just so you're inside the aura. 2d4 damage.
Oh, but I'm concentrating on bless, so I need to make a.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes. Con save.
Okay. Did 13 hit, by the way?
A 13. Oh, good question. Nope. Just barely misses. You're fine on the bless.
Awesome. Oh, second longsword slash.
Yeah, same one or different one?
Same one.
Okay. 20 definitely hits.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hit it, and then I'm gonna expend a spell slot for Divine Smite.
Okay.
Just the first level, so 2d8. And...
Mm-hmm.
Four radiant.
Perfect. It had 11 hit points left.
Awesome. And that's it.
You've slaughtered another ice spider. Moving, the chill of the air just creeps into you, and as more of its children die, it feels like the air almost intensifies. And that is your turn. Yeah, giant spider does not like you at all, Brukazak.
I don't think it would. I'm hitting it with lots. I'm beating it with a fire stick.
Yeah, it does not like you at all. So I'm going to try and eat you.
It doesn't have to like me.
Very, very hard. I just want you to know that I'm going to try and eat you. Which is probably actually mechanically better for you because it means I'm not going to try and slow you.
Yeah, then I can beat it to death from the inside.
You're welcome to try. Okay, let's see. I'm going to smack you around twice, I think. Yeah.
You can try.
18 to hit.
Oh, God. Yes, that'll hit.
Okay, and second attack against you, 19 to hit. Wow. We are doing well over here for me. And then we're going to try and eat you. But let's see what we get. I hit you twice. Cool. Roll 3 plus 16 plus 11. So that is 29 points of damage to you.
All magical, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing real good.
Cool.
Not great right now.
Yeah, and let's start a contested athletics check if you're up for it.
Oh, of course I'm up for it. I get advantage on that.
Cool. I just have a +7.
That's a 23.
Good. Well, I do not successfully grab you and stick you into my mandibles. But I do successfully get a bite on you because an 18 hits, right? Your AC?
Yes.
Okay. So I only get, what's this?
I'm going to go unconscious now. I'm sure.
17 points of damage.
I am down.
Okay.
Shit.
Well, the good news is that you are not devoured, which means the Ice Queen, King, whatever, giant spider thing, Ice Leader, does not get to eat your body, to digest you, and rejuvenate extra hit points. Zerial, that makes it your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'll just do the standard combo. So I'll boom.
Oh yeah, also sorry, you're inside. Thank you. You are inside. So 4 points of cold damage.
Oh yeah. All right. So let's see. I'm at 54. Yeah, so I'll attack with World Breaker twice, and
Yep.
then I'll Booming Blade that attack. If it hits.
That's a crit.
All right. Okay. That is
Wow. Okay.
Is the spider a
on.
world?
Well, it's
you
broken,
know,
whatever it is.
hold on.
Oh my god. Those are 2 crits in a row. I haven't seen that in
Jeez,
years.
that's amazing.
God. Okay. Cool. Cool.
I legitimately haven't even seen that. Last time I saw 2 crits in a row was playing 3.5. That's how long ago that was.
Oh my God. Okay. Cool.
Let's
oh my God. I
deal
don't even know
some
how to deal with this.
damage.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I'm just curious how much damage this is. Because this is an insane amount of damage. So World Breaker does 2d8 necrotic damage normally, but on a crit, obviously that becomes 4d8. So both of those do 48 necrotic damage and heal you for that much, but it can't go above your max. Then on top of that, you are casting Booming Blade. It counts as a crit on the spell as well. So Booming Blade also doubles its dice.
Okay,
And then World Breaker has a thing. This is complicated. We'll see what happens here. 60-foot radius point.
okay, that does not sound good, but
No.
60-foot radius. Holy cow!
Let's see what we have here. Okay, so that's everyone.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Oh, damn, playmates are souls.
Well, it's been fun guest starring with all of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. So you strike this creature twice, and your hits are so incredibly powerful that the tip of your blade like pierces this spider, and like where the spider is white, you see blackness within, and this sort of orb of black motion just sort of emerges from the spider and just starts expanding outward at rapid speeds. I need everyone to make a con save. The spider cannot succeed this con save.
Me and
Okay,
Zuriel
wait,
have the
do we
plus
have-
3.
Spell.
Do we have the
This
bless?
is a spell.
Can I try and
bless, you got
counter
bless.
spell it?
You want to try and counterspell? Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
I need you to roll though, because it is not counter out of. Well, sorry. What spell slot level are you using to try and counterspell it?
I'll use a 4th level
Okay.
spell.
It does not automatically counterspell it, so I need you to roll d20 plus your intelligence.
Oh, God.
It's just an intelligence check.
D20
Not
plus
a,
my intelligence.
yeah, not a saving throw, just an intelligence check.
My intelligence modifier is 3, so it's a D20 plus 3.
Roll high.
Oh,
You do.
19.
Okay. You successfully counterspell the first one.
There's multiple?
He crit twice.
Chris.
Oh no.
Man, really world breaking, aren't we?
Well, we'll see what the second one does, because I have to roll randomly for it. Hold on one second.
Okay, so wait.
Oh,
Here's a
jeez.
question: what would the first one have done?
I rolled for it. It did it was casting Circle of Death.
Oh, that's lovely.
Okay, this one's not gonna be so bad though. Hold on one second.
Oh, it would have only been 8d6 necrotic damage. Oh, on a failed save. Yeah,
Only.
yeah, only 8d6 necrotic damage. That's fine.
Cool. This one's not so bad. Okay.
You still get bless if you're unconscious.
Yes, actually. Yes, and
Honestly.
it helps death saves, which is hilarious.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
Oh wow, cool. Well, here's the good news. If this is a minor thing, but you have successfully weakened the spider, it will do half damage on all attacks if it survives this turn, which I don't think it does.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's calculate this damage though. World Breaker, please. Roll
Yeah.
it.
You
Here,
counterspelled the right one.
Before we
I
like
did.
calculate the damage, I just want to thank Celia.
That is the first time Sari's ever used Counterspell.
Nice.
I think she
and
chose
it's
well.
not its teammate.
It was a good call.
Okay. So let's roll our World Breaker damage. So this is just wow.
12 damage. Okay, and then second crit. Okay, and then that's another 9, so it's 21. And then I want you to roll 4d8 for me.
Gotcha, covered.
Okay, that's 15. Oh wait, no, sorry, that should be 8d8. I need 48 twice.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, that's a d6. Ignore that second one.
Okay.
Actually, no, keep that second one.
No, it's fine.
No,
It's fine.
I'm kidding you. But
so you can regain up to 24 hit points, and then the booming blade, that should be 48 as well.
yeah. So I
roll
did
that
one
twice.
booming blade. I'll do another.
Okay, so that's 16 from the booming blade. Okay, and how fast did you counterspell it? Celia.
Oh, that's a good question.
Because it expands outward
How
Yeah.
fast can I Counterspell?
instantaneously. I think I'm going to mechanically rule, because of all these crits, that this circle of death expanded outward from inside the spider and hurt the spider before your counterspell went off and prevented it from hurting all your allies. So can you roll 8d6 for me, Jack?
I don't even have that on like the thing. I'm gonna need to use the advanced dice roller. All right, 8d6.
29 more damage. And with that, obviously, and in case none of you could guess, the frozen spider leader dies with a gasp.
I just attack it and it collapses into its own miniature black hole.
I mean, yes,
CLSC.
literally. Right? You stab it, and you hear World Render say, yes, yes. And the spider starts collapsing in upon itself, decaying to nothing.
Crunchy.
And I'll show you the results of that in a second. But for now, this spider over here is going to attack Tis. It's trapped. It can't escape. It wants to escape, but it can't. 13 to hit you, Tis.
Yes.
Okay, Lyra, your turn.
I'm just gonna shoot that spider in the back.
Take your shot. In the back.
Wow. I tried.
Wow.
I tried.
Yep.
Oh,
Brakazak.
you have a D4.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
have a
yeah,
D4.
bless.
You're
Yeah, what
blessed.
does bless apply to? Just like everything?
Attack rolls and saving throws. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
No, it's
So
fine, Mark. I don't
So
mind.
everything.
I'm so used
it's
to
a-
answering questions.
I know, me too. I know the feeling. One of my, I play in one game, and sometimes I answer before the DM does, and I feel a little awkward about it. But don't feel awkward, okay? I don't care. A 13 is a 13. Is their armor class? No, their armor class is 14. Sorry. I apologize, Lyra. Brakazak, could you make a death saving throw, please?
Oh, of course I can.
Mhm.
Let's see. I guess it's just a D20 here.
Mhm.
You
You are blessed, so you get a D4. If it matters.
Oh, let's hope it does. Or let's hope it doesn't matter, actually.
Right?
You know, technically, if Celia didn't counterspell, that other spider might have been dead too. Now, granted,
and
would
we
all
might
be
have-
probably
yeah.
dead. But you know, the other spider would have been dead too.
But so would
Sorry,
I, probably.
Okay, Brakazak,
I'm
that is
so
a
sorry.
successful. That is a successful death save. Celia, you're up.
Okay. We've only got one spider left, haven't we?
Yep.
That's great. I'm going to magic missile all of it.
Great. Take those 3 shots. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. It has 12 health left.
Hey. Perfect.
So 3 more magical bolts shoot out and hit the spider. Tis, there are no enemies on the field, but there's still time pressure. So what is it that you want to do? The spider I think like you're facing down the spider. I think you see Bruckazak out of the corner of your eye, and you're facing down the spider, debating: do I take the attack of opportunity and go save Bruckazak, or do I fight this spider? When suddenly, 3 bolts of magical energy just squash this spider in the brains, freeing you up.
I will look over at Celia, exasperated, nod approvingly, and then run over to Bruckazak and give him. Let's do another 5 points of lay on hands.
Okay, Bruckazak, you're at 5.
Okay. Oh, that's. Bruckazak just kind of like blinks open his eyes as the 5 points of healing washes over him, and he looks up at Tiss and nods and reaches a hand up.
They do the cool Predator, was it? Where they do the forearm clasp thing? Arnold Schwarzenegger, and yeah, he does that. He helps him up.
Nice.
Nice. And with that, combat is over. There is a weird thing going on, though. This spider seems to have somehow died, collapsed in upon itself, and become a very, very, very small, dark hole. But it is slowly expanding. And with that, we're going to take our break.
Perfect.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're enjoying the show. I certainly am enjoying this spider death and also this creepy evil world render sword. World Breaker. That's not a
Oh God.
friendly name.
It's beautiful.
If you walked up to someone in a coffee shop, and back in the days when we had coffee shops, in the before times, if you walked up to someone in the coffee shop and said, "Hi, my name's Matthew," and they said, "Hi, my name's World Breaker," that would be a statement that they would be making, and you would feel uncomfortable with that. Anyway, we're here to entertain you guys, and obviously that's a thing. Please subscribe. Check out some of our other shows. We've got shows every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Good stuff. Monday, Thursday, and Sunday are all taking place in the same world. So we've got this cool world building component where different campaigns are going on, and they're all interacting with each other in different and unusual ways. And then on Friday, different systems, all sorts of different RPG systems, playing different things. Marcus right now is gonna DM whatever run a Beneath the Cursed Moon, which is like a gothic horror campaign, very inspired by like Van Helsing and Castlevania and things like that. It's pretty cool. We're still figuring out some of the details about that. Are we playing tomorrow, Marcus? I don't even know.
Yeah, we are.
Cool. Sorry, we were on hiatus for a week or two because of people moving, and I lost track. Anyway, in addition to us awesome people, we also have a special guest. He's right below me, or to the side of me. I don't know what our screen layout is, but either way, this is DM the Mark Knight. DM the Mark Knight. Do you want to promote yourself and your own shows?
Sure. Let's see. We play way too much D&D on my channel. We play 6 games a week. They also all take place in the same world, not Matt's world, but mine. And they are they have been impacting each other more and more. So we actually had one of our players put together a like a summary stream that ran this past Tuesday. So if you ever wanted to jump in and catch up and find out what's going on in the world of Oregon, you can head over and look for the VOD for Nights After Dark, where we have a little summary of each of the campaigns and where they're at so far and how they impact each other. We play Monday nights, all Eastern time. We play Monday nights, Tuesday afternoon, all day Wednesday. And then Friday night and Saturday night. And Marcus is actually in our Saturday night game now. So we kind of stole him for Saturday nights. And he is playing the newly born Warforged fighter mage Gemwin. And Gemwin is pretty awesome. So come check that out as well. This weekend, actually, tomorrow night and Saturday during the day, I am participating in a charity event for Extra Life through D20 Connect. So come on by and see if maybe you can't help out the folks at Extra Life, raise some money for all the charities that they help out. So come on by for that. And then Sundays I get to play again. I get to be a player, and that's on the Loophole Kings stream, but I get to play a character in the prehistoric version of the world I created. So it's really fun to get to play around in my old world as a player. I don't know that every DM gets to do that, and it's an interesting experience. So come check that out as well.
Man, let me tell you, the weird moment when someone like runs a campaign in your world is like a surreal experience in some ways. We had a player who was out for 5 weeks. I think we did a guest stream for a while, and watching them run it and use like NPCs that I had created and just bring them in and like, oh my god, that's where they are now. Okay, cool, good to know. And all sorts of stuff like that was a true pleasure. A lot of fun.
It's fun because we're playing 2,000 years, about 2,000 years in the past from where my current game, like all the current campaigns are taking place. And so it's fun because I take influence from what happens in that campaign to impact or explain some of the current events that are going on in my story. Either sometimes they inspire new ones, or sometimes it's just like, oh, this fits with something that I've been saying is happening in my world. And so now we have an explanation as to where the butterfly effect started. And that's a really interesting and neat thing to see.
I think that you and I could have a really long and super fun conversation about this, because this world is about a couple thousand years after some events, from a couple of other campaigns that were not streamed, and a couple earlier stuff that had happened, and some of the fallout in this world are problems that were caused by 20th level characters acting in ways that they thought were responsible, but may or may not have caused some problems.
The law of unintended consequences, right?
Yeah, it's everything's an unintended consequence. It's great. Awesome. Well, thank you, Mark, for joining us. We appreciate having you here. It's good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
So, back to our story. So this spider's body is gone, and in its space is a small white jewel that looks like it's spinning and is floating in midair. And it swirls and has eddies and tides and pools within it. And everything about it is cold.
Could I ask Worldbreaker about it?
Sure.
So, what do you think that is?
Worldbreaker coughs because Matthew coughs. No. I don't fully know. It is of me, I can tell, and a piece of something greater, some grand design, but I don't know more.
Do you ask out loud, Serial?
I'm going to ask it quietly, but I am going to be looking at the sword, so you do see me like intently look at the sword. So you can kind of tell that there's something going on, but you can't really tell much of what. I'm gonna reach out with the glass hand and pick up the pearl.
Yeah, it has expanded. It is about the size of a tennis ball. And as you reach towards it, you feel it sort of like dragging your hand towards it, almost like it has its own source of gravity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then in that case, I'm going to back my hand away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roll a strength saving throw.
Okay. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your glass hand. How is that connected to your body?
I'd say like third or forearm. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So your glass hand gets sucked into this and is shattered, and we see bone and sinew and tendon as you pull your arm back.
That is horrific.
Hey, I'm gonna look at them, and I'm going to look at my hand, and I'm probably going to run a few away from it, obviously, but then I'm going to sit down and
I will allow anyone to make a perception check.
Okay.
This is gonna attend to Zerial.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I did not do a good perception check.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll go for perception check.
I see literally nothing.
Zerial, I think because you were the closest, it actually makes the most sense that you see it anyway. But as it absorbs your hand, the object, or white pearl, seems to stop growing. Almost as if its hunger is satiated.
That's horrific.
Oh boy. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use a spell slot to cauterize the wound with chromatic orb.
Okay.
Oh, I can try to lay on hands or something. You need to burn it closed?
I mean, like, that is a very good question, actually.
If you don't want to use a spell slot for that, I can control flames to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. It smells gross, but I'm going to leave it at that for my own sake.
Gosh.
I'm not going to go into more detail.
Can I
Right, boys.
can I feed points of lay on hands like one at a time? Yeah, during the course of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll use 5 total.
Okay. Yeah. Zero, you gain 5 hit points.
I think too the other thing would be I should, like, just based on my whole background and stuff, being a mercenary and that sort of stuff, I should be okay even if you don't want to spend the lay on hands. Like,
Yeah,
specifically because my constitution, like, at least in the backstory, is I was the one who was, like, mortally wounded and then dragged myself out of a swamp. So, like, technically I should be okay with less. Or
You mean with the first witch, right?
Yeah. So
Not to be really, really crude or insensitive or anything, but are you dripping blood?
Oh God. Well, it's a glass hand. You know what? That is a good question. I will leave that up to you.
I mean,
so.
I think clearly, but you know.
Sorry.
I think clearly. Oh, I think clearly, yes.
Sinew was showing bone and sinew, so probably.
I think Celia, like, she's looking at the hand and she's really disgusted, but she's also like looking at the blood on the floor and being like, I could collect that. I really could collect that. But then she looks at Zero's face and she's like, I probably shouldn't collect that. But like I could.
You know what? I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if I see that.
I think it's an insight check.
I do. Oh, an insight check? All right.
Yeah.
Probably. Like, I'll be shooting daggers at you.
Yeah, Celia sees that and she's like, I'm not gonna collect it. I'm not gonna collect it.
It's less of like the collecting thing, because like I totally get the utility part of it, but like it's just like, really.
Are you serious?
Like a hungry dog towards the meat.
Celia is also slightly disgusted by her immediate instinct to collect this blood. She is going to look at the floating gem. Is it still growing, or is it stopped completely?
It is stopped growing. It's about the size of a tennis ball.
Huh. Okay.
Is that a thing that the spider does, or a thing that you did?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Do I believe him?
So if it was
roll an insight check.
Yeah.
Zero, do you feel like you're telling the truth or not?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, just you believe. That doesn't mean you don't think he might not be holding something else back.
Right. I worry that it will continue growing when we leave, and potentially break the world.
Did anyone else see it stop growing when it ate Zerial's hand, or is it just Zerial?
Zerial certainly did, and you've noticed that it stopped growing.
Yeah. So maybe it eating flesh is how it stopped growing. I could sacrifice some blood to feed it.
Tis,
Try it.
That doesn't sound good.
Tis will huck a spider leg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bruckazak was about to say the same thing and nods as Tis does it.
To do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thoria did not think of that.
The spider legs hit this thing and get absorbed into it. It doesn't seem to shrink, but nor does it grow.
I'm gonna take some of the dark water. I'm going to obviously wrap up my hand and put it close to my chest, but I'm gonna take some of the dark water and just pour it in.
So you moved back.
It pours through it and just ends on the other side as if there's nothing there.
Shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to Worldbreaker and I'm gonna say, do you know how to stop this?
Why would I stop it? It is beautiful.
There's a lot more that we have to do before we actually do what we need to.
It will not matter. Not when the world is over.
See, that's the issue with it, though. Is like I think that what's it called? We can postpone it specifically because, like, there are things that, let's say, might survive.
What do you mean?
Well, there are specific entities and specific things which I believe may survive whatever it is you have planned, and we would have to kill those first, right?
Yes. All of them. Each of them. One by one.
We won't necessarily be able to do that if, well, because if I die, then you will have nobody to use you.
Am I not keeping you alive well enough?
I just believe that with whatever that is, we're running out of time. It's better if we don't have a time limit.
It's not growing.
It's not necessarily shrinking either. Do you think you could destroy it?
I might be able to absorb it.
Okay. I'm going to stick Worldbreaker, like just the tip of it, very carefully. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to ask... oh, wait. No, because I would be a little bit more selfish than to reveal it to Tiss. All right, yeah, I'm just going to stick the tip in. Don't take that out of context.
Okay. So the point of Worldbreaker, just goes towards this orb that is floating. And as it does, everyone can sort of see the sword just quiver and vibrate. I'll allow anyone besides Zerial to roll an insight check if they feel like they would like to.
Regardless, I'm not going to roll an insight check, but Brukazak is just suspicious of this entire thing going on, not to mention the fact that he is still grievously wounded. He is going to just find a place to step back away from this entire thing and try not to get exploded in any way.
Celia, so you look at the sword. The way it's quivering, there is something that kind of reminds you of like children on their naming day, right? That sort of like excitement of like, ooh, a present. Like there's an eagerness in the way that it quivers, that you're sort of reading into the sword of all things.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of go up to Zerial and just like pull his arm away, so the sword away with it, if I can.
Zerial,
or at least I'm gonna try.
Yeah, Zerial, would you allow that to happen, or would you let go of the sword, or what would happen here?
I think a dialogue would probably be best, because I'll say I think the sword can stop it. It can absorb it.
Get it away. I really think you should get it away.
Why is that?
I can't explain it, but I don't think it's going to continue to be friendly if it absorbs this power. Get it away.
The sword's been good so far.
So it's just gonna like keep pulling your arm and like give you like a warning look, but she can't really explain anything else apart from get it away.
All right, I'm gonna trust Celia on this. I'm gonna pull Worldbreaker back.
Wait, why? That felt good.
I don't know. I have to trust for now that it will stop. Hopefully.
Salia's gonna thank Serial for trusting her. And then go over to Brookazak and sacrifice a couple more vials for a bloody ward, just in case we get into another fight.
Okay. So this functions as temporary hit points, Brokazak.
Sorry. Okay.
Wait, you know what? Celia, how high is your medicine?
Let me have a look.
this is
It's a +5.
a +5.
Any good?
Well,
What do you want to do?
something drastic, perhaps.
Okay.
I'm not sure, like, the utility of this, but I think it would definitely be at least interesting. What would you think about grafting World Render to my arm?
What would you watch?
I love that reaction. Like, I mean, you're a blood mage. You have a high medicine check, and the wound is already there. It can cauterize and probably heal over it. I'm sure the sword, with its regenerative properties, would be able to.
So, like, maybe I could, but I think Celia still believes that we're giving this to Samo. She doesn't think that the sword is sentient at all. She just thinks, it's a cool sword, but it needs to go. And she's already suspicious of it because it was doing the weird thing with the gem. So I think if you asked her that, she'd probably look horrified and say no.
I'm just gonna I'll ask it, and then it'll just be like a little bit of an awkward shuffle away from the actual thing. It's like, oh, okay, just checking, just wanna figure stuff out.
So it's just like, maybe no. Yeah, no. Sorry.
You know how it is.
I am going to, though. I still have a couple strips of sheet left.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna get too close to the gem. I'm gonna be standing a bit away from it and leaning forward to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And try and wrap it in fabric.
Okay, wrap the floating gem in fabric.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the cloth. So you are you tossing it over it, or how are you doing this without getting close?
Wait, do we still have the soulwood box?
You do still have a soulwood box, I believe. Yeah.
We might have sold it. We had to find it in the dump, but I forget what we did with it after that.
Shit. Yeah, that's a good point.
Check your inventory. If you have the soulwood box, you've got the soulwood box. If not, then you don't.
I for sure don't.
So back to you, Celia.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Obviously, Celia is tiny, so she can't get that far away from it. But she's going to stretch out her arms as far as she can and loop the fabric around, and then keep doing that until it's covered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you try to do this, but the fabric goes right through, almost like it's insubstantial and has no density of its own.
Okay, that's scary. I'm going to move away.
Also, we sold the soulwood box for 4,000 coins. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Why did we do that?
Is it? Wait, could you figure out what this is, Emily or Celia?
I could cast Identify, but that would only tell me the school of magic that it's using. I don't know whether that would help.
Counter spell
Well, then we
removes
have
the
that.
casting, right?
As an aside, detect magic would tell you what school of magic it's using, but identify should tell you a lot about it.
Should.
Oh,
Should.
no, I'm not doing that. Identify is a touch spell. No. No.
Wait a second. Can you? This is a really weird question.
Go for it.
How do conduits work? If you were to cast a spell that is a touch spell while magical friendship holding hands with somebody, right? Would you be able to cast it through them?
Interesting.
Someone touches it
I would-
right away, right?
Yeah, I would allow that. I think that's awesome.
Okay.
Ooh.
And-
could do that.
Conduits are, in this world, conduits are like beacons of magical energy, and they absorb things and they
Oh.
attract things. They're, all sorts of various things like that. So, yes, absolutely. I think that's just like a clever use, and I would absolutely allow that.
Okay, so I'm going to take it one step further depending. So, like, my hand might be in the thing, might not be. We have no idea where my hand actually is. So, if it works, then it works and we identify it. If not, I'm really, really sorry for what's about to happen. But let's just take
It's
the
also
first...
shattered.
Swear to God, Serial.
No,
You
no,
mean
no.
the glass hand, right? Because that shattered on contact.
Yeah, it did shatter and it got absorbed into the thing. So, like, I'm not quite sure how that would work. If it doesn't work, that's fine. Then we move on to the next
I am so terrified if this doesn't work.
idea. See, the next idea is a bad one because it's not terrible, but like,
Let's see if this works first.
okay.
It's not terrible. Are you kidding me?
And Emily, you can cast it, or Celia, you can cast it as a ritual, right? Identify.
Yeah, it'll take a couple minutes, but yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, we have it.
So Celia takes the time to cast Identify while holding Zerial's hand, which is real hand. So Zerial, here's the deal.
Yeah.
I will allow this awesome idea to work if you are willing to reawaken your connection to destroyed glass hand, causing you a fair bit amount of pain.
Ugh, that's a tough decision, but it's
You will essentially just remember you will be feeling your glass as if it was like bits of your flesh that were all disconnected from each other.
Oh, that's
I have a question.
awful. Yeah.
I have a very important question.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So if I'm holding Zerial's hand and he's lost a hand into the gem,
You're probably holding his
is
arm.
he still holding this sword or has he put it down?
That's a good question.
I'll
I
put
think
it
you're
on the
probably
side, probably.
yeah. You've sheathed it. Okay, so he's sheathed it.
So I can't talk to the sword through Zerial either.
I mean, would you think to try?
I probably wouldn't, but I am very
no.
suspicious of the sword and like aware it's there.
I mean, yes, absolutely. I totally understand that, but like, I don't think you have any experience with sentient magical items before, so it makes it sort of like it would be a weird decision. I don't typically pick up like a cup and say, "Are you alive?"
Hello, Mr. Cup. How you doing today?
Maybe if it's a skull, I'll pick it up and go like to alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio, or whatever. But like, even then, it's not even talking to the skull or Horatio. It's really just talking to myself. Okay. So no, I don't think you can in this case. But I think the choice is yours, Zerial. Do you want to take this damage? I will not tell you how much it is.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, the other option is throwing pineapple in. So yeah, that was the alternate option that I wanted to avoid at all costs.
You can just bring him back, though, right?
I can, and it's like much better realistically.
The trauma, though, of being crushed away into it.
This is familiar abuse.
What? Do I
Probably will
get
be.
scared? Like,
They come
you
back.
know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna roll a d20, right?
It's your
If
call.
I roll anything other, like if I roll a 10 or below, right?
I feel like it's a wisdom saving throw. Actually, if it's a fear thing, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I don't want to give myself
Hmm.
advantage or disadvantage because I'm like 50-50 split mentally on this. So
Like you, the player, are
Jack,
Zero.
yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So like
Yeah. Okay.
realistically.
Yeah. 50-50. Roll it.
All right. So if I roll anything
roll a
less than a
D2.
10,
Just roll
A
a
what?
D2.
a D2. All right. I guess that's the only time we'll ever roll a D2. Hold up. Advanced dice roller. All right. Roll 1D. Oh, it only goes down to a D4.
It's only
Oh,
standard
okay.
rolls.
Roll
You
a
can
D4.
type. Yeah. Roll.
Roll D2. All right, so a 1, I get scared and I throw pineapple in like a terrible, terrible person.
Mhm.
2 is I man up and I take it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm manning up, boys.
34 points of force damage.
Oh my god.
That's not as bad as I thought, but man. All right, so that would be 28.
Oh no. Are you
And
okay?
I am screaming in agony. And I'm also screaming at you to hurry up with the spell, considering that it is an identify. Like, I mean, you can choose to cast it as a ritual, but I would probably just, like...
Yeah, no, I'm going to use a spell slot and hurry the hell up.
Excellent. I
Yeah.
approve.
I'm gonna turn to Tiss and say, "That will surely draw more attention.
Yeah, it echoes around heavily.
Probably
Oh,
already
I am in
has.
no
Can I
condition."
stick a sock in his mouth?
Let's
You're
let's
casting
finish the conversation. Celia, you're casting identified. Let them have their conversation. Give us a second.
Sorry.
And I am in no condition to continue the fight.
I was gonna ask if you needed a rest, but yeah, we might not get one. I have means of healing you if it comes down to it.
It will.
I'm actually gonna do that now. Then I'll just cast a quick cure wounds.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm literally, I think, at 5 hit points plus a
Yeah.
few temporary hit points.
So that's 8. 8 whopping.
Up to
I'll make-
13.
I'll make good use of it.
Excellent. Yeah, that's what happened when giant magical spiders smack you around and try and eat you. Okay. Yeah. So, Celia, a long, long, long time ago, when God still existed on this world, the gods needed tools to manipulate the world around them. It was because they had so much power that when they tried to make something happen, they would try to make a sand dune and would come up with a mountain. It's hard to work in details when you have that much power. And so they created 8 orbs of power. Each of these orbs was attuned to a certain aspect of the world. And by manipulating or controlling that aspect, they could write the laws of the universe itself. It was the way in which they manipulated things, changed things, made the world the way it is. Also a long time ago, not so long ago, a group of heroes uncovered all 8 of these orbs. And they used them to rewrite the laws of the universe again, changing the way the world works, changing how things happen, and making it a different world than the one that the gods themselves made. After they did this, in an effort to protect the changes that they made from an evil queen of dark chaos, they split these orbs up into hundreds of pieces and scattered them throughout the world. Fragments of these orbs of power. This spider had within it a fragment of an orb of power.
It was a spider, boys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Continue. I'm just very excited that it wasn't me.
Literally a fragment of something that would allow you to rewrite the laws of reality itself.
Wow. So Salya learned of like other fragments throughout this? She can tell it comes from something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She'll tell everyone else what it is, but she kind of doesn't really know what to do with this information because it's a bit too big for her.
I can't believe it wasn't the World Breaker. It was actually just a spider. Even I was convinced. Like, I was wholeheartedly convinced, yeah, I fucked up and I accidentally broke the world.
I feel like we might not have found out if Worldbreaker hadn't crit. Like, it might have just, I don't know, died with the spider. Because we don't know what that second spell was.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Either way, though, like, so we know what this is. Like, we know that there are pieces and we know that there are more. How many more do you think there are? Is, like, the distribution, like, global? Was it just this one spider? Or are we going to have to deal with more of these?
So have you explained all of this to everyone, or is this just something you've got inside your head now?
I'm going to explain that it's like a part of something bigger and explain like what it does. But I don't think I know like anything that this could be from. I don't know any law that connects to that either, so just leave it open for everyone else.
Could the spider just have eaten it?
I don't see how, since it goes through most things.
Its hide seemed powerful.
Old aura. I think that's from.
Probably, yeah. Now that's a very good point, because it's like milky wintry, right?
Yes.
Or is it like, okay, yeah. Huh. So, like, perhaps we need to find a host for it.
Couldn't be the sword. Elia's right, it should not be the sword.
That's fair. But, I mean, you know, well, let's see. What do we have that can host it?
It seems like nothing material.
Any weapon do it?
We could try.
Because we have lots of weapons.
Everything inorganic has passed through, right? Or that's what it seems like. Everything inorganic has passed through.
It does seem like anything inorganic was passing through. And the really intense artifact magical sword that's evil was quivering when it got near it. Me as a player is thinking something, but I don't think Brukazak would do it. So,
what are you thinking? Because maybe one of the other characters would think it, even if not you.
Brukazak is thinking that if we need some kind of something that's magical to contain it, I as a player am like, well, I wonder if my flame tongue greatsword would have the same effect as the crazy evil weapon did, but without the crazy evil about it. But me as a character, I don't think Brukazak would be willing to risk his blade.
That's fair. You could also just try to destroy it with the blade too. Well, I'm at a safe distance.
Can I poke it with a javelin? With a mundane javelin?
Yeah, poke it with a javelin. Mm-hmm.
If I feel any tug at all, I'm letting go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the javelin just goes right through it.
Okay.
Do you leave it in there?
No, I pull it back.
Okay.
So, what's the javelin made of?
Probably
Metal
iron
and
or
wood.
steel.
Yeah, this would be steel.
I'm gonna.
So it's not just a thing with like metal. What does a sword have that a javelin doesn't? That our characters know about.
Magical properties. I think like the key is probably magical properties. I'll take a bottle of lich fluid and I'll pour it over the rapier that I have, and I'll stick the rapier into it.
Pops
I'm just
right
gonna
through.
hold it there.
Okay.
It doesn't absorb any of it.
Doesn't seem to.
Okay.
Your hand gets a little chilled.
Maybe if I can I cast frostbite on the rapier to make it magical?
Yeah. You cast frostbite on the rapier. Your hand is even a little more chilled.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it back before I lose this one too. I'm gonna be a very interesting adventurer if I'm trying to use Worldbreaker with my mouth.
Ruckazak is gonna grab one of the carcasses of the ice spiders and do what Celia did with the cloth, using the carapace of this ice spider, and see if that contains it.
Interesting. Yeah. So you start doing this, but you can feel, and then you can see that for whatever reason, the flesh of this creature, this dead creature, is being absorbed into it. It's not growing in size anymore. Whatever Zerial does seem to have stopped the growth, but it is absorbing it like it's food, almost like a black hole.
We need to find something alive to sacrifice.
What? Why?
Okay, that sounds very evil. Well, let me explain.
You do know that Celia's the blood wizard, right? Sorry, just
yeah. No, so like realistically, I think like the spider being alive is what allowed it to contain the power. And if we're not gonna like give it to the sword, then I don't think we have any other options.
You mean we need to test if it can be hosted by something organic?
Exactly. Like it needs a host, which is either a magical item or a person or something that can host it. We could probably just leave it for now and continue forward, but we need to make some preparation to stack the bodies near it, so that way if it grows, it eats it and then it stops growing.
Just looks at Ruckazak.
You want to just leave this here in the middle of this place filled with
we could feed it to Worldbreaker.
evil undead, evil powerful creatures like this Akarat and his servants. You want to just leave this here for them to find it.
I mean, again, we could feed it to Worldbreaker, but I don't want to turn Worldbreaker into World Ender this quickly.
How cool would that be though if it got like another form from absorbing it?
It would be interesting.
Well,
I think, at this point, because of the screaming earlier, you guys see torchlight in the distance.
Hello?
That's not a good sign.
I'm going to call out to him.
Yeah, what do you say?
Hello? Is anybody there?
Are you a trick of the spiders?
No, we've defeated the spiders.
For now. They always come back. Come on, boys. Let's do it. And you see coming towards you another assortment of goblins and halflings from inside the tomb. The sort of older people. They seem to be speaking your common tongue, but in a very broken format. This common 20. They seem to have picked up a little bit of it. Hi, says the leader of the group. He looks very young, maybe 16. He's a halfling. You're tall.
Right for the picking. I am. So here's the deal. We kind of killed that big spider, and now there's this
You killed Mama? Oh my god,
Yeah.
she's dead. And he sort of like looks at the webbing, what's left of it burned to the ground. He's like, huh. I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah. Well, it is technically, although there's a slight issue, and I'm just going to point to the floating orb.
What's that?
A very scary thing.
This will toss a spider leg in. Demonstrate.
Oh shh.
So we have
You are from Elf's Place?
We have a theory, but we need somebody willing to test it.
No, Zerial.
Yeah,
No.
this
Well,
guy
no,
just turns and scampers, running full speed the other direction.
It was a
No, I was
kid.
going to give him the option. I was going to tell him about the risks and rewards.
That child, you can't give a child the option. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, you hear anyone? Let's see, what's everyone's passive perception? Anyone have a 14 or above?
15, pretty sure.
15, perfect.
I have a
Yeah, you
15.
hear as the child scampers away. You hear like the echo of like maybe 10 more feet. So maybe 5 more people. So it's there's like 6 kids exploring the dungeon. And he has a torch, but it doesn't illuminate wide enough to see everyone. So
I look I look at Celia and say, Did Zerial just scare off your people?
I think Zero did more than scare off them.
I mean, I was going to explain the whole deal. Like, we could have had a magical weapon. If you have a magical weapon, we won't even need it.
I do, but I'm not putting it in that thing. I don't want to. I can't lose it. And I don't trust that sword. The copy, almost bound itself to me. Almost did something to my mind.
What's
We
a copy?
can-
Do you think it has to be a weapon? Because I have a magic shield.
That's not a bad idea.
That is not a bad idea.
And like I don't necessarily want to give it up, but it's our best option at this point, and I don't really mind.
Well-
I'm still 4 feet to get to World Ender.
Unless it's made of flesh, it seems that these types of things passed through it. Perhaps that will be the worst that happens.
Yeah, true.
Forgot you had that shield. It's the one where you like speak the command word and it floats in front of you or something.
Yeah, the floating shield, yeah.
Oh, so
I
you don't
can-
even have to touch it while it touches it.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm a bit attached to it, but I will. I am gonna hold it, but I'm gonna hold it by like the bottom of the shield and put the top in, and see if it pulls.
goes right through.
I'm gonna pull out.
Yeah, so we need a living person.
Wait. Okay, even a magical shield doesn't react, but that sword does react, and it only reacts to organic stuff. What? What is that?
Sword. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that it has like the spirit of somebody inside of it, but it's just a sword.
Why would you think that? Why are you
No
pretty sure that it...
particular reason? It's just, you know, the history of it. Like, I kind of, well, I don't know.
That's not convincing.
Let me hold
That
it
is
for a second.
Just not convincing.
Why would you need to hold it?
Let me hold it for a second.
The last one didn't react favorably for you. Maybe it's because like the whole religious thing.
That's true.
Yeah. So I mean.
Okay, for now.
Okay, then I'll hold it.
Organic. Okay, so flesh is absorbed. Metal and wood pass through. And
Need something that would neither pass through or be absorbed. If we're looking to carry it, because I am also not comfortable leaving it here.
can you tell it to move?
Yeah, you know, that is a very good point. All right.
Yeah, does anyone have command? Maybe we could just like command it to move.
We could just try to asking it
Oh,
nicely.
move!
It doesn't respond.
Say please.
Now.
I'm gonna ask it to like just.
Sorry, that was great.
Can I ask
That's
it?
what-
Please, ow! I love it. No, doesn't respond.
I mean, we could try it, World Breaker.
I think it does need to be hosted.
It does, and there's a chance that it might even destroy the sword. So
That's
Uh,
true.
before that, can I try and like target the gem itself with a blood magic spell and see whether it like responds?
Interesting. Sure. What spell?
Blood boil.
Okay. It doesn't have blood, but you do see the surface start to ripple in response to your arcane magics. It seems like it is eager now.
Can I ask it nicely to please move?
While you're casting the spell,
Yeah.
it starts moving towards you.
no,
Not towards
Whoa.
me. Tell it to stop.
It stops, but seems reluctant.
You can use Bloody
Okay.
Ward on that thing.
Why would I want to protect that thing?
No, I'm saying you use it as Bloody Ward.
Oh, like take blood from it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know the specifics on how it works, but yeah.
I would be taking health from it to cast a spell.
I don't think I'm against that. I think that's a good
Does it
option.
have health?
Again, this
Something.
is something I know out of character, but I'm just going to throw it out there because one of the other characters would maybe think about this. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I thought about it before. Could I cast Mage Hand and try to see if that can touch it, or will that just go through it as well?
Ooh.
Sorry, say that again.
Can I
What do you-
cast Mage Hand and see if that can interact with it at all?
It absolutely can.
Such a good idea.
And as you
Can
cast
we-
Mage Hand, the orb starts moving towards you.
Oh, who's doing that? Here we
Can
go.
I use hand to push against it?
Sure, yeah. So you hold it back, pushing against it. It seems to be like pushing against you a little bit, trying to get towards you.
So it draws towards magic then.
Yeah.
Can Lyra move herself and see if it's pushing just like towards the hand, or is it coming towards myself?
It's coming towards you.
Yeah, great.
Is it apparent that I'm asking Lyra, and I guess you too, Matt. Is it apparent that she's doing this?
Technically, her Mage Hand is invisible because she's an arcane trickster. So she's certainly doing something. I think you can see her focusing. So yeah, I think so.
Otherwise, it would look like the orb is moving by itself, or
Yeah, a little bit.
So I have a question again out of this is a clarification.
Yeah, go for it.
When Tiss used Cure Wounds to heal Brukazak, did we see any movement from the orb, or is it
No.
only when? Okay.
I don't think I'm strong enough to dispel its magic.
Lyra, you
because
cut
it's
out
kind
first.
of like a gold thing.
I was saying, can I try to lift it up with the hand, because I can't carry more than 10 pounds. I can get an idea of the weight.
Yeah, it easily goes up.
Oh, okay. Right, so this only lasts like a minute or something. How fast could we run to Unstrusa with this? I have to ask her about it.
It's just gonna absorb by the.
I mean,
it's a solution. But
yeah, I mean, if you guys want to run backwards towards Onstrusa, that's totally fine by me.
I mean, we can, like
I'd have
use your
answers.
Mage Hand to, push it towards Onstrusa and maybe get that passageway unblocked. She is
Yeah,
organic
that's-
material.
Win-win.
But even
I
if
wanted to check the passage.
yeah, so can I try to do that? I'll try and take it back to her, at least.
Sorry.
Up for
That
it.
was a
We could just
terrible
ask her the
idea.
question. Please, we could just ask her the
Yeah,
question.
no,
Yeah,
we're just gonna ask her, but like we're not asking this time. we don't need to answer a riddle. You're on a time limit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such a terrible idea.
Well,
I
ask
love
her
it.
to fix it, and she doesn't know how to do anything about it. Then she can absorb it. She's a very magical being. Sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
true.
Yeah,
That would be terrifying, but yes.
she can handle it.
A magic ice
And
fist. That
she-
totally won't bite us in the ass later.
She's super powerful.
Well, if
Oh,
it
as far
turns
as I
her
can tell.
evil,
Oh, I see the gears working on your face, Matt.
Yeah, sorry. No, it's fine. I have no objection. I love it.
Oh, the
I'm
gears
glad
are
we did
turning.
that.
Oh no,
Tabasco.
I'm sure you don't have any objection to it. You're thinking of creative ways that this is gonna screw us.
No, not at all. Actually, this is one of those moments that can be like heavily affecting other campaigns,
Yeah, I like it.
oh dear.
which
Well,
is cool.
Another question though, Lyra, have you always been able to move things with your mind?
She's
That's-
adapted
That's the
to
first time I've seen you
sports.
do that.
Well, Lyra's been able to use magic right from the start anyway.
Oh, is
But
that true?
She can use levitate because she's an iron.
Oh, that's
She
right.
can
Actually,
back
yeah.
from the beginning.
Can I just retcon that then? Because I think
Mhm.
it wouldn't be as
Shocking.
well otherwise. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll
Fair.
keep that.
Tess.
Yeah.
You have been role playing this perfectly, so I haven't had any desire to change anything
Hmm.
at all, or encourage, or give you. But I realized that because you were role playing it so perfectly, from my perspective, I didn't give you a piece of information that I could have given you. So I'm going to
Yeah.
instead give you this piece of information.
Okay.
Dreamer's Thorn seems to not want to be near this thing.
So my relationship with Dreamer's Thorn up to now would have been entirely utilitarian.
And
Just like
it
using the
still
spell.
is. It's just like it feels almost like a magnet, like repelling. Like it doesn't have any personality. It doesn't have
Okay.
anything. It doesn't seem to like it in some
But
ways.
that's new.
That is new. So hence
Um,
new information.
I will raise that to the group's attention. Yeah, so this also magical weapon, also dreamer related, like the seed. I'm getting a weird energy from it right now, being close to this thing. I don't know what that means because it's never done it before. So I don't know what that's worth at this very moment.
I have a question. Lyra got something at the same time
Okay.
as me getting that floating shield and Tis getting the Dreamer's Thorn. What was her item?
She received a magical dagger that she traded for your life later.
Ah, yes. Okay.
One of the more
Got a
powerful magical items I've
friend.
ever created, actually. But it was pretty.
Oops. Yeah.
Got a
Thank
friend.
you, by the way.
Yeah,
she
seriously.
saved your
Saved my
life.
life.
With it. She
Literally,
saved
we'd
all your
be
lives
dead.
with it, guys. You were kidnapped by this guy, Bruckazak. Well, sort of. By his boss. And she traded it to save you all. Okay.
Taking
Yeah.
it to the wizard, the Sphinx.
Sphinx.
Okay, yeah, so the plan is to take it to the Sphinx. Now, has anyone not asked their question today? I'm pretty sure everyone's asked their question today. Is that correct?
Yeah, we
Did
literally
Grastic?
just left her presence.
Oh,
No,
well,
Yeah.
I think one person didn't. I don't.
It's
think we all
possible
did.
that one of you didn't ask their question, but I'm not certain.
That's
I know
true.
I did. I
Rastic
know
didn't.
oh, yeah,
Emily didn't.
It's true, but
uh,
Drastic has not.
Marcus, have you?
I did, and then I think Lyra got it. It was Echo. Echo.
Lyra,
Mhm.
did you answer or did you ask a question?
Yeah, I think I asked him about the skeleton that ran away into the tomb.
Yeah, yeah. And that's-
It's so
that's
useful.
skeleton.
So, I mean,
That
Skeleton Bee.
was a great
We
question.
will miss you.
Yeah,
these classics.
We just coach Grastic into asking. Solve the riddle for him.
fair.
What?
If we give you a question to ask on Strusa, you remember on Strusa the Sphinx, the lion, the winged lion.
She's big.
Yeah, she's very big. If we gave you a question to ask her, do you think you could ask it?
What question do I ask?
Tis looks around at everyone else.
How do we get rid of this thing as quickly as possible?
How do we safely contain it?
Yeah.
Does that work? Yeah, can you ask her how to safely contain this gem? And this will point at the gem that Lyra is wheeling around.
Okay.
Do you want to practice really quick, just to make sure we got it? How do we contain that gem?
How do I contain that?
I think that works. Do we want to get picky with the wording and say we, just so it doesn't give...
Grastic's gonna be our new ice giant.
I mean, she's been quite forthcoming and helpful before.
That's
so
true.
She might be okay with that.
She hasn't been acting like a wish spell.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we'll go up to her then and ask her if she can present a riddle.
But who am I presenting this riddle to? All of you have answered your questions for the day.
We'll just gesture to Grastic.
Ah, the big one. I presume you are manipulating him into answering a riddle for him so that you can ask an additional question. Well, that's within the rules. Well, Grastic, here is your riddle. Though I live beneath a roof, I never seem to dry. If you will only hold me, I swear I will not lie.
It's a tongue.
Well done, Grastic. Your question? We found this gem and wanna know how to contain it. And he sort of looks around for approval.
Big thumbs up. Big thumbs up.
I smile. It's not exactly reassuring looking.
Yeah, absolutely. And Anstrusa looks at y'all and says, may I see this?
Feel free.
Yeah, I think I'll just use the mage hand to move towards her, but advise don't touch it yet. Everything seems to get absorbed into it.
Ah. Well, if you wish to use it, if you wish to contain it, then the best thing to do is to consume it. It is scary, of course, a battle of wills, but it can grant great power, and then it will be contained.
It could kill us then.
Might. I hope not.
I'm willing to take that risk.
Who do we trust to do that out of everyone here?
I trust Lyra, to be honest.
Actually, I
Just
trust
Lyra.
Lyra too.
Yeah, like she has been the most
Lyra want to?
level-headed.
I don't really know any of you.
That's fair.
Like realistically, like no shame in this, by the way, Marcus. Like you have been like the perfect paladin, but Lyra has been the most level-headed out of us in every situation, despite being the rogue. So like, I'm not sure if that's like a great thing or a bad thing. I am just happy for it, and I love it. So, given the
That's
chance
my
and
vote.
option, it goes there.
Either Lyra or Anstrusa, honestly, if you would be interested, because I feel like you could handle it.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Be okay with both.
Oh.
Can Lyra?
I don't know. When I say I cannot, I mean that I cannot, not that I cannot. Sorry, that was unclear. When I said I cannot, I mean that I may not. Not that I could not.
Yeah. All right,
As
that's
in,
fair.
you would rather not.
I think as in her oath binds her from doing such.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Wait a second. Is there any of that ice spider left?
No.
Would I have any blood of the ice spider on the floor? Spider ichor.
Sure. The
Okay.
spider ichor?
Could I have taken like just a bottle of that with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So here's what I think I'm going to want to do. If Lyra does want to absorb it, what I want to do is I want to make a vaccine.
Okay.
I want to see if I can make a combination of the probably, what do you guys think? The lich fluid or just the spider ichor or dark water and spider ichor? Because I have 3 possible options here. One is the lich fluid and then the spider ichor. The other is the dark water, the spider ichor. What do you guys think?
I have no opinion. That's freeform alchemy at that point. I have no idea what the results will
It
be.
is freeform alchemy.
Yeah, I'll allow an alchemist tools checks with intelligence.
Okay. Attributes. Let's see. What do I change? That's not with intelligence.
Bottom left, if you look at your character sheet on the tools section where your alchemy is, you should be able to change your stat.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I changed it to intelligence.
Yeah. Good thing you changed it to intelligence. Yeah. So the spider ichor is necessary because it will help with the cold. The next best bet is the dark water because it's a repellent. So if you find a way to combine those two, then that has more likeliness of helping.
Okay.
As like a vaccine.
Just trying to get Lyra to not explode.
The lich fluid is an accelerant is the problem. So like that will.
Oh, good thing we didn't use lich fluid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you want, Lyra?
Go on, Lyra.
I'll say I think by this point I might just gesture to everyone to move back a little, and I'll stay near on Stusa just because if this backfires and starts absorbing, I'd rather absorb her than anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm going to give everyone a chance to do something. Anything that you can do narratively may help this ritual. If you have something that automatically or mechanically helps, that will also definitely help this ritual. I will flat out tell you in advance that Lyra's going to have to make a saving.
Okay. So I have the alchemist tools that I make into the potion. I think that's pretty much all I can contribute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you got a perfect score on trying to deduce how to make this. So let's make it quickly. I'm going to give you a alchemist tools checks. We'll change the attribute to dexterity, and we'll make it at advantage.
Okay. Wow, I guess that makes up for the two crits that I rolled in a row.
It happens. Okay, so this is gonna your nat 20 on your intelligence part is gonna give Lyra a +2 on her saving throw.
Okay. Could I possibly? Well, it depends. But could I possibly try it again? Just give.
No, I think that we're gonna allow 1 action per person.
Okay,
to help,
that's fine.
To potentially help. And again, this can be narrative or it can be mechanical. Don't worry about it either way too much. You can push the bounds here. Yeah. And I will allow each person to help once.
Brakazak looks at what's happening here and what choices are being made, and he doesn't know these people, and he's not really fully aware of what this will accomplish. It's beyond him, but he takes a few steps back, and as he did while he rested before, he will sit cross-legged with his sword upon his lap and begin to call upon the name of Tamdin, the deity of fair winds, asking that this will result in a favorable outcome and that he will not die.
You're calling on Tamdin right now to help with this. Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. I love it. Awesome. Okay, yeah, make a religion roll, and because of the circumstances, I want you to make that at advantage.
Interesting.
Okay.
I don't know if it rolled more than too many times, so.
It rolled 3, but I'm counting the first 2, and that gives you a 20.
So, cool.
Which is nice. 19 plus 1 is good. Lyra, I'm going to give you another +2 on this roll, so that puts you up +4 right now. Does anyone else want to help?
Wait, hold on, guys. I just realized we're pretty much all banking on Lyra making a roll.
It's
Oh,
too
yeah.
late now. This is now narratively
It's-
happening. There's no choice.
I know, but like I am just like this adds so much.
Celia, do you have a way of helping?
My heart.
Yes. So I know that it makes people cold, this stone.
Mhm.
So I'm going to aim for like warming her up or like keeping her warm, and I'm going to control the flames to like not getting too close, but as a ring around her to keep her
Mhm.
warm.
Cool. Yeah. Can you roll? We'll call it a spell attack roll.
Okay.
Not that you're trying to hurt her, but just some sort of plus to hit thing, or Arcana check. I guess is the same thing, or intelligence saving throw. Really, any of those are the same.
I
roll at this
can
point.
do a produce flame.
Perfect. Beautiful. Lyra, that gives you an additional +2. You are now at +6 from your allies, and +1 from your own stats. Tis, you're up.
Yeah, so Tis doesn't back up. Tis stays within 10 feet of Lyra, and casts Bless at 2nd level on
Nice.
everyone except Brookazak. I'm very sorry, Brookazak.
It's okay. I backed up.
If I had a third level slot, you'd totally be in.
It's cool. It's cool.
But that's everything. So it's gonna be a 1d4 plus 3.
Okay. Why don't we roll that 1d4 in advance, just for the sake of it?
One.
Okay.
Just a chicken start.
It was a 1.
Oh, don't worry, Lyra. You've always been good with rolls. There's no
Okay,
way you could
cool.
possibly mess this up.
Okay, so from your allies, we have +2 from Celia, Zuriel, and Brookazak, and +4 from Tis. So that puts you at a +10 right now, and then you have a +1 from your own wisdom.
She'll still roll a 9.
Lyra.
Physically possible.
Is there anything that you want to do to try and help this situation?
No, but I'm gonna toss like my potions to Rucksack in case it's turned sour and he needs something to heal himself.
Okay.
Okay. Brookazak catches the potions and I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too. Let's do it.
Okay, Lyra, if you have no objection, I would appreciate at this point, this is 1d20 plus 11.
Yes, she rolled
my
a
God!
19.
Yes!
Lyra, you
That was amazing!
made a good roll.
I'm so close to tears.
The entire campaign up to one good roll.
Lyra, you've been pushing this sphere around with your mage hand. And there's something about this sphere that feels like it belongs to you almost. And when you got to Anstrusa and she said that one of you could consume it and that would help, everyone in your group just immediately turned to you. That's an unusual circumstance. They all just assumed that this was yours. And you know what? It feels like it's yours. So with the blessings and the help that your friends have provided you, you walk towards this sphere and pick it up, and it moves in your own hands. It doesn't absorb your flesh at all. And you just bring it to your mouth, knowing instinctively what to do, and pop it inside. Everyone around you sees bright, cold white light just emitting from Lyra in every direction. So bright that it almost blinds you. And then it slowly dims. And Lyra is before you, looking kind of radiant, glowing a little bit, and giving off some of that same frosty air that the spider was just before. And we're going to find out what all the consequences of this are next week.
Plot twist, you die immediately.
Yeah.
No death saving
Game
throws.
over.
You just disappear.
This is much weirder than that.
That is awesome, though.
Yeah, that,
There we go. Nice roll, Lyra. That was great, guys.
almost the best roll you could have gotten. That was so.
Yeah, no, seriously, you were literally one off from a nat 20, and that would have been so crucially perfect.
Lost it.
Beautiful.
Oh my god. I need something more.
Lyra, you and I will have to have a couple of conversations this week, just to figure out some things. And we'll reveal some lore of the world next week. If you are checking out some of the other campaigns, you might have an inkling, but honestly, I don't think so, what this thing does. But if not, if you're curious, we'll check out next week, and you will see what this thing does, how this thing works, and that may teach you a little bit about some of the other campaigns and what they're going through right now, too. So we will figure it all out together. Lyra, excellent job. And Rah team as well. Thank you, those of you who are watching. We always appreciate you watching. It's a lot of fun for us to be able to do this, and to be able to show it to you is kind of cool too. We kind of dig it. So please check in next week. We'll see some more. Check in some of our other shows. Check in some of DM Mark's shows. It's all good stuff. And as always, I strongly recommend that you look for people who are less well off than you and find a way to help support them if you can. Right now, I am donating my time and money and resources specifically to help California, because I live in California and we are fighting some of the worst fires that we've ever had. We have a whole slew of dry lightning storms, which are scary, and they light things on fire, and then California burns. And so I am personally working towards that, but look for other organizations, anything that you can help, anyone that you can support. I think that the world is a better place when we try to support and help each other in general, and particularly people who are less well off than you or disadvantaged in some way in the ways that they have to interact with society. Society kind of sucks for some people, and we all have to live in a society, as the meme goes. So please look for a way to help people who are less well off than you, specifically POC and LGBTQIA plus people, and really anyone, honestly, who's more disadvantaged. Just look for them. They're all over the place, and look for a way to help them and find a way to provide them some assistance if you can. And with that, we will leave you with our most common and best advice. Please remember to call your cat and feed your mom. Bye, everyone.